say we wouldn't admit 3-year-old orphans. That's political posturing. When individuals say that we should have a religious test and that only Christians, proven Christians, should be admitted, that's offensive and contrary to American values. I cannot think of a more potent recruitment tool for ISIL than some of the rhetoric that's been coming out of here during the course of this debate.
You know, welcome back, folks. I'm Steve Malzberg. Welcome to America Talks Live, the show where you, the viewer, gets to have your voice heard. Join the conversation. Call us at 877-Newsmax and send us a video at newsmaxusa.com. All right, before we get back to the busy phones, see, this is what really gets to me. First of all, Obama's overseas while he's trashing his fellow Americans, while he's trashing the Republicans in Congress, trashing them and getting more animated and angry at them than he ever got animated and angry about ISIS. ISIS and the slaughter in Paris was a setback. The real villains, you see, are the Republicans in Congress to Barack Obama. But what's worse, and I wonder if you guys out there, when you call in, if you'd agree with me, nothing ticks me off more than hearing Barack Obama say, it's not who we are. It's not what we're about. You see, to me, I don't believe Barack Obama is who we are or what we're about. And what I mean by that is I don't believe he represents the policies, the thought process, or the way Americans view America. I believe he represents a minority of people in those respects. He doesn't represent a majority of Americans and how they view the country and what they feel we should be doing. Over 60% of Americans think that, guess what? We're going in the wrong direction. So when Barack Obama sits there and says, or stands there and says, it's not who we are. No, maybe it's not who you are. Don't tell us, don't talk collective we, even though you're the president, because I don't believe you represent what most people in this country believe America is all about. Let's go to John, who's next up in Maryland. Hello, John. Thanks for calling in, sir.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call, Steve. You know, I think one of the most unusual things about, me, I'm a young person. I'm 18 years old. I'm a Republican. That's very hard to find these days. Now, one of my firm beliefs in this country, I believe in a strong border, a strong language, and a strong culture in this country. And I think this is something that our president completely disregards in terms of fighting ISIS. Like, when I look in the news, I see that France, they're just basically a lone wolf here in this ISIS fight. France is one of our oldest allies. They have helped us out before. And what are we doing? We're just doing a big slap in the face. That's what it is, a big giant slap in the face. And our president, I think, won't even acknowledge the threats, the existential threat of this ISIS organization, radical Islam and radical terrorism that's been going on for the past 1,400 years. I mean, all you need to do is look at history, Steve, and look at some of these events, and you see how terrible this actually is.
John, did you say you're 18?
Yes, I am. I'm 18 years old.
Well,
yeah.
you must listen a lot to talk radio and watch TV networks like Newsmax because you're very well educated.
I sure do. Newsmax is one of the only
What's that?
Newsmax is one of the only trusted sources of news I go to. Newsmax and the Drudge Report and WorldNet Daily. Otherwise, I'll tell you one thing. I absolutely hate biased news.
Okay.
I do not like biased news, and you don't get any of that with any of those organizations.
John, I thank you, sir. Thanks for watching. Spread the word, and please call again. I appreciate it. Let's go to Ella. Ella is in South Carolina. Hello, Ella.
Hey, Steve. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks for calling in.
Steve, you are absolutely 100% correct when you say that Islam is a radical group.
Wait. I said that radical Islam exists. Hillary said Islam, Muslims have nothing to do with terrorism. Yeah, go ahead. I just want to be clear about what I said. Go ahead.
Yes, but they are a threat to this country. And Barack Obama and the rest of the people in Washington, a lot of them act like they don't understand this. And I heard your take, the part that you played about Hillary Clinton. I wish the American people would just scratch Hillary Clinton off completely, because this woman does not know anything about radical Islam. She doesn't understand, and as long as she doesn't understand and other leaders don't understand, our country will continue to be in jeopardy from these people because their agenda is they have a resolve to just completely conquer the world.
So you said you'd like
And
to
we
see.
need,
You would
we
like
need
to
to
see.
look at it for what it really is.
You said you would like to see them scratch it off. You mean stop the immigration?
Just take her, just take Hillary Clinton off of their list completely, so far as being a candidate for the president.
Oh, well, that, only she or the FBI and the Justice Department could do that. Let's see what that investigation yields. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Can you imagine if Donald Trump were under FBI investigation? That's all you'd hear. Every time they talked to him, referred to him, spoke about him, the media would say, who's under FBI investigation? But Hillary, they treat like, nothing. There's nothing there. Anyway, Ella, thank you very much for the call. Appreciate it. Up next, we go down south even further to Florida and say hello to Charles. Hello, Charles. Thanks for weighing in, sir.
Yeah, hi, thank you. I have a couple of points, if I may. First, with this ISIS and bringing refugees into this country. Before bringing any refugees into this country, they should be taking care of our homeless veterans and any homeless Americans that are on the streets and without food. Our President Obama, I feel, this is my personal opinion, and maybe I know a lot of other people feel the same way, that he is a Muslim. That's why he's letting these people come in. He's trying to disarm the American people. He's not fighting ISIS the way another president would be doing. And unfortunately, a lot of these people don't realize that there are over 130 million gun owners in this country, citizens. I'm not talking about police.
Charles, I agree with you 100% about the guns. I just want to point out, Barack Obama says he's a Christian. I'll take him at his word. Let's say he's a Christian. It doesn't change who he is at his core and what he believes and what he's doing. To me, I don't care what you are, it's how you act. And he's not acting like a very devout Christian. He doesn't defend Christianity. He trashes it, and he's putting this country at risk for various reasons, and the gun issue is just one of them. Thank you, Charles. We're coming back with more of your phone calls at 877-NEWSMAX.